Good, nice even crowd. We don't want to make it unfair to the people coming up next, right? All right, coming up next, honestly, one of my favorites in the scene. Can't wait to see what he does on stage for stand-up. Everyone make it nice and loud for Nathan Oran!
So I got to work on Tuesday, and I realized I didn't have my phone. And I thought it would be fine, but I needed my phone for multi-factor authentication. You know, MFA. And so I go into my car and I'm driving home and I'm like, motherfucking multi-factor authentication? MFA? And I get to my house and I'm looking around and I can't find it. I'm like, fuck! MFA? MFA? I finally find it. I get back in my car and the song Party Rock Anthem is playing. LMFAO. MFA. MFA. And I realized that I should have noticed I didn't have my phone because my car did that thing where it didn't connect to Bluetooth and so it defaulted back to the radio. AM, FM, LMFAO, MFA, MFA. So I finally get back to work and I'm like 15 minutes late to the meeting. I'm like, fuck my life. FML, AM, FM, LMFAO, MFA, MFMFA. All because I forgot my phone. FMF, FML, AM, FM, LMFAO, MFA, MFMFA. Okay, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I was in marching band in high school. And every Friday that we had a football game, the marching band would do like a pep rally for the school. We'd come into the cafeteria and play some pep band songs. Thank you. And when I was a senior in high school, my football team actually made it to the state championship. I know, right? But usually for these pep rallies, we would just play the songs and head back to the band room to get ready for classes. But because this was the state championship, my band director was like, all right, guys, we're going to stay for the whole thing. So we play our pep band songs, and the first thing that happens after that is this kid gets on stage and he says, all right, guys, our team made it to the state championship. The game's going to be pretty hyped tonight. He walks over to one side of the stage and he says, how hyped do you think the game's going to be? And the kid says, oh, I think it's going to be pretty hype. He says, nope. It's going to be hyper than that. He walks over to the other side of the stage and he says, all right, how hype do you think the game's going to be? And he put the microphone in another kid's face and the kid says, I think the game's going to be really hype. Nope. It's going to be hyper than that. He walks back over to the other side of the stage, does the same thing. How hype do you think the game's going to be? I think the game's going to be really, really hype. Nope. It's going to be hyper than that. All right. How hype do you think the game's going to be? No. It's going to be hyper than that. All right. How hype do you think the game's going to be?
The most hype ever.
No. It's going to be hyper than that, actually. How hype do you think the game's going to be?
So fucking hype!
Nope. It's gonna be hyper than that. Finally, the kid goes, you guys are all wrong. It's gonna be really, 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 really hype. And then he sets the microphone down and walks off stage. And as the cheerleaders are getting ready to do whatever they were going to do, the band director's like, all right, guys, you can go back to class. Thank you.